A family wakes to the sound of an intruder in their home. The police responded, but they aren't filing any charges.
So the family calls Collett to get some answers. Tonight, investigator Collett finds out what happened and why police say they did not bring charges against the intruder.
After a 12-hour nurse's shift at the hospital, Kimberly Strang was trying to get some sleep in her new Mount Pleasant home.
My dogs were barking.
She woke up her husband, Dewey.
I'm sleeping hard. She wakes me up and says somebody's in the house.
Dewey jumped up, running through the house, looking for the intruder, and confronted him in the garage.
He pulls a gun on me and cocks it and tells me to back off, and open the garage door.
His wife and son still inside. He did. And before he could call 911, the intruder called.
Obviously, I'm not there to shoot someone, but I was scared for my own safety.
Mount Pleasant police responded, and at the time, the Strangs didn't want to file charges against the intruder, Courtney Friedman. Here's why. His moving company, Stash Storage, still had possession of many of the Strangs' valuables.
We were afraid that if we did, and we made him even more angry, that we would never get our stuff back.
But it became clear the couple wouldn't get their valuables back.
For the things that I couldn't replace, you know, my baby books.
So the Strangs called police to press charges, but the police said no.
It's just bizarre.
Attorney Scott Bischoff consulted with News 2 on the incident.
Based on the incident report, law enforcement certainly could have charged the suspect with burglary. He was in someone's home without permission, and arguably to commit a crime therein. There's also an allegation that he was armed. So they certainly could have charged burglary. They could have also charged trespass. You don't have the right to go onto someone else's land, certainly not their home, without permission, which seems to be what the homeowner is alleging here.
When we asked Mount Pleasant police about that, a spokesperson told me, quote, "Our officers met with the town's prosecutor who felt that the circumstances surrounding the victim's contact with the subject warranted no charges being filed." Here's the background. Dewey runs a charter fishing company. Courtney Friedman contacted him about leasing his boat to the company.
I'd seen him maybe twice before in my life.
Dewey was inspecting the boat, and that's why Friedman claims he was in the Strangs' house.
I found my boat. I went over to the person's house, and it's ridiculous. And this guy just chasing me out of his house with a knife and a hammer.
It was an unwelcomed encounter, leaving the family worried.
I take people fishing every day, and they don't come looking for things in my house.
Bischoff's best advice: anytime you engage with police, do it in writing.
And on a carbon copy form, you can write out what happened. Law enforcement will keep a copy, you'll have a copy, but it's the way to document exactly what you just experienced.
Turns out Friedman's boat was not in the house or in the garage. It was actually in the driveway. I reached out to Friedman and his attorney, who is a former Mount Pleasant police officer. They have no comment. Mount Pleasant police declined a taped interview. Collett, Count on 2.